Dozens of fingers got stuck on the freezer door. This situation, even the firefighters had never seen before. It turned out the man was a janitor here. He went inside to clean, but the door suddenly slammed shut. He tried to stop it with his hands, but his fingers got stuck in the door gap. The firefighters quickly started the rescue. First, they placed 2 Halligans above and below his fingers, then used a crowbar to remove the freezer door, pushing it in the opposite direction of his fingers.
Ready, and now!
When the door was opened, the man has been frozen into a smuff, and his hand was badly crushed. The paramedics rushed to help him. They first put him on a stretcher, then took him to the hospital. Have you ever had your hand caught in a door?
That's it?
Okay.
That's not okay.
The man came to the hospital because his thing was huge. The doctors had never seen anything like this before. They wondered why didn't he come sooner, but the man said he was too scared to even look in the mirror, let alone go outside. To help him get back to normal, he had no choice but to have surgery. At first, he worried about his cucumber getting hurt, but between his cucumber and his life, he chose life. For doctors worked together on the surgery, and finally, they removed the man's giant problem. A new man was born. He thanked the doctors and swore never to eat raw food again. Never ride roller coasters with people who are too different in size. Otherwise. Just a moment ago, 2 friends went to the amusement park to ride the roller coaster, but because the man's belly was too big, the safety bar could only click halfway. His friend was shaking with fear, but still tried to comfort the man, telling him not to worry. The roller coaster slowly climbed to the top, then zoomed down. The safety bar suddenly popped up, sending the friend flying out of the seat. To make things worse, the roller coaster got stuck, stopping at the highest point. Everyone was hanging upside down in the air. Firefighters rushed to the scene, but the ladder wasn't tall enough, so they had to climb the tracks to rescue people. The man was screaming in fear, and no matter how much the firefighters tried to calm him down, he wouldn't listen.
Reach up your hand. Come on.
I can't.
What a poor guy. When the boy is brought to the hospital, he doesn't think much of his condition.
It's just a finger. Last season I took a puck to the face, broke 2 teeth.
He even asks the doctor to put on a splint, so he can still play in the game this afternoon. The boy insists because this game has a scout coming, and how he plays could get him into college, or even earn him a scholarship. But the doctor says if he insists on removing the bandage, his finger might never work again. That's when the boy agrees. But even after following the doctor's advice, things still go wrong. The boy places the severed finger into a glove full of bacteria, which leads to a severe infection of the finger.
We'll be lucky if we can preserve enough muscle for you to have any hand function at all.
What do you mean? What does she mean?
You may never regain complete control of your hand.
Now, the boy will never be able to play hockey again. The woman has just been sent to the ER, and an embarrassing thing happens. The doctors who are trying to save her just freeze.
Oh no. Oh God, it's happening again. Oh no. Ah! Ah! Oh! Ah! Ah!
Was that a
Did she just have a...
orgasm?
Although this kind of thing happens to girls all the time, she still feels super embarrassed.
Spontaneous orgasms. Are you sure?
She just experienced that feeling while driving, and the firefighters thought it was a seizure, so they brought her to the hospital. What's even more awkward is that her father gets a call and arrives at the hospital. Her little incident happens again in front of everyone. The doctor asks how often this happens.
About, I don't know, 7 or 8 times a day.
Every day?
Dr. Stevens, I'm sorry. Every day?
Even when she's getting a CT scan, the little incident happens again.
Guys, she's moving, like, a lot. Okay.
Luckily, after the CT results come in, the doctor quickly diagnoses her. It turns out she has a nerve tumor down there, which can be surgically removed, curing the strange condition she's been dealing with. But if they remove the tumor, she could lose sensation in that area. The doctor says treatment isn't necessary for now, since her current condition isn't that bad.
So when you can't go to the movies, or drive a car, or go to church with your parents.
But the girls had enough of living like this. Luckily, the surgery goes smoothly. The girl no longer has to worry about this issue. The man's just been sent to the ward and starts vomiting. The doctor pulls a worm out of his vomit.
Isn't he beautiful?
The man is a biologist, running an experiment. He's swallowing certain unusual worms and utilizing himself as a test subject. The enzymes they produce can reduce allergic reactions and asthma. Since swallowing the worms, the man hasn't had an asthma attack in 6 months. But clearly, the worms are causing him trouble as they keep growing. Now he's got an intestinal blockage. If he performs the surgery, the bugs will all die, which means his experiment has failed. So he refused to have the surgery. The doctor reluctantly offers him a second option.
Dr. Yang's gonna give you fluid and put an NG tube down your nose.
It's gonna hurt a lot, but he agrees immediately. But soon after, the man's condition takes a turn for the worse.
Can we wait just a little longer?
Your bowels perforate and fill your abdomen with fecal matter, so no, we cannot wait.
Please, save the worms.
The worms already can't be saved. So the doctor collects the pus and pulls out the worms one by one.
Oh, my patient needs his worms. I'm trying to save him.
After the surgery, the man sees the few worms that were saved, and he cries. He decides to adjust the timing and number of worms for the next experiment. The doctor asks him why he's still doing such a dangerous thing.
You don't find something you love that much and let it go.
Let's hope he doesn't show up here next time.
I need you to power down your window now.
I will be filming every word.
That's fine. We are too, ma'am.
The woman is being really uncooperative with the police. She even called 911 on them. The police stopped her because she's using an illegal license plate. Her explanation was,
I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
The rookie cop volunteers to try and talk to her. He tries to use his uncle as an example to show he understands her. It seems like the woman starts to calm down.
Your uncle really is a Montana Freeman? Then he must be so ashamed of you.
That line totally drained the cop's patience.
Lower the window!
No!
Or I will break the window!
He breaks the window. The scene goes wild.
Get out of the car!
Get out!
Of the car! Do not reach for that!
The woman refuses to listen to the cop's warnings. She keeps reaching for her bag. The cop pulls out his taser. The rookie cop grabs the wrong weapon and mistakenly shoots her. The captain, realizing what happened, starts giving her CPR. Luckily, there's still a pulse. After the captain does mouth-to-mouth, the woman wakes up. One wrong move in law enforcement completely ruins the police's career. It also left the woman with lifelong pain. What do you think about this incident?